your friend Vance Todd actually comes out from the kitchen.
Right.
And he shows up, and now Vance Todd joins the adventure. And camera, what I would like you to describe yourself. And this is your establishment. Would you be so kind as to describe this frothy mug tavern that you own, also?
It's kind of neat because if you took like Captain Hook's ship, his galleon, and tore off the front half, and only put the back half and plopped it down in shallow water, that's the tavern, and it's sitting there. The under part is still in the water. There's a plank coming up to the midsection, if you will, and stairs going up to the top. And at the very back, where you figure the regular, the pirate galleons, there's the windows in back, captain's quarters.
Yes.
Remove those windows. That's seating. So people could sit,
that's
have their
awesome.
drinks, have their food, and look out over the water, and it's kind of relaxing.
Nice.
It's relaxing. Couple of fixtures though. When the hours of operation are being observed, there's always for better lack, a statue made of living coral, always sitting on a very strong chair, if you will, a stool, iron bound, and it's a coral golem. His name is Teacup. And Teacup is the quote-unquote security.
The bouncer.
And he sits, he's completely still until he doesn't need to be still. So generally it's a pretty quiet establishment. You may get the occasional scofflaw and malfeasant. And if Ivandar's not there to, show him the way out, Teacup will.
And you do know Ivandar too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Everyone, you do know everyone knows each other.
Okay.
Yes.
And right now the frothy mug is under a state of rehabilitation because it seems that any time that there's an incident, because Teacup is so big, things get torn up. So they're replacing planks. They're putting in a few supports in the bar.
It is a pirate town after all.
It is a pirate.
The shanty town. Awesome. And what about you? What about Vance Todd? What do we see when we look at you?
Vance Todd hears Amanda saying, it's time to go. And, oh, my little water poppy, he's okay to stay. And he hustles her out. And, your mug is quite empty. Mine's not. Mind if I fill yours as well? So he'll take a sip.
Nice.
Oh, it's delicious. Ribeyes outdone himself this time. And he just fills up your mug, and it keeps pouring and pouring and pouring.
Yeah, because his mug is like 3 times the size of your mug.
And it keeps pouring and pouring. And as soon as he's done, it's still level. Oh, have a taste. Let me tell you how we made this. In the Barrowwood, there's a nomadic tribe, and they grow berries, and these berries, they just gather them up in baskets and oil the baskets, and these baskets put the oil into the berries. But that's not the crazy thing, and you may not want to drink this after I tell you. But what happens is they take the berries and they slather themselves all over, and the body oil mixed with the oil from the baskets, and then they slather it off and let it ferment, and they put it with water. Isn't it delicious? Enjoy. It's so fine.
Now Amanda's giving you a dirty look because she actually she stays in the tavern upstairs, not in your room, to make that clear. But she's a very attractive young woman, but she wants to close. And you do this every night to her, and she's sitting there, arms folded, like overly folded, just looking at you.
And I'm completely oblivious.
Like you are every night.
Do you taste the after undertone of the tree and the bark? It's so lovely, delicious.
So now when Brax looks at you, though, what would you say you look like?
You see, you have to figure if you're looking at like one of those film noir movies, and they're going from the foot up, And you've got these dark leather swashbuckler knee-high boots and white trousers, and he's got just the shiniest chainmail, a huge flintlock pistol right on his belt. He's got wears a big red coat, piratey coat, but not the standard Captain Hook pirate, just a very fancy fur-collared pirate coat, double-cuffed, and he wears a floppy hat, ridiculous floppy hat. And this one thing that catches people's eye, besides the massive greatsword on his back, is he's got an amulet with some arcane symbols, 4 to be exact. And he's got one other thing, he wears glasses. And he's cool. And, I failed to mention, he always has a mug, a tankard actually, because he is a follower of Caden Kalian, the great reveler in the sky.
May I?
Keep going.
You know he's a follower of the great reveler, Caden Kalian. So it is always to
Caden Kalian! No greater god in Pathfinder. Love that Caden Kalian. Oh
Indeed.
my god, a cleric of Caden Kalian.
So it's all about freedom, liberty, and celebration.
So you can see his demeanor. Obviously, you understand why you've been accepted here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you
Good guy.
You love it here. You guys are buddies. You know what I mean? And he accepts you. You know, and this is something that's really been hard for you, is being accepted in a civilized world, even though you're very civil and very honorable and and very good. So Amanda is all obviously going around and doing her task, because she wants to obviously go to bed at some point tonight, because she knows you guys are going to do your thing, which you sometimes do, and talk all night. So she's just going to go ahead and do her side work and get things done. But then suddenly the front door opens to the tavern. No fog. No fog. I got you on edge?
That guy's showing up again. I know it.
If I do it like this, and then, but notice a different tone. The front door opens, and then a sopping wet human comes into the tavern, drenched, with leaking water, like, did you just get out of the ocean? I mean, it's and it's not Ivandar. It's another gentleman. He comes in, and he looks, and does your tavern have a fire?
It has a hearth.
A hearth, and is it close to the front entrance by any chance? Because he is looking to warm himself up.
Oh, you're leaking all over my floorboards.
And he looks
Just
up.
Go on and pull up a stone and walk.
What you see is a human. He has like one eye open a little bigger than the other one. He has a big toothy grin. He looks very strong, and he has like no neck. It's all traps. And he goes, "Thank you."
Would you care for some stew? Amanda, get this man some stew. He looks all waterlogged.
Amanda is scrubbing.
And some bread.
Stomp, 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 stomp.
Friend, pony up to our table here, and we'll show you a bit of hospitality.
I thank you for your kindness, sir. By any chance, do you have a spare room for the evening? I would like to purchase an accommodation for the evening and get warm and rest.
I have a few queries prior to your accommodational. Yes, something to that sort. Why are you all wet?
Well, I was walking on one of them rope bridges, and I've had a few tonight, and I kind of fell over. So the town you're in, the shanty town, is actually made of like how you describe your tavern as being, a ship portion, jutting out. It actually is very high up in the air, about 40 feet up, and the whole town is made that way. And rope bridges connect businesses to businesses, but below it is water. So his story is that I fell right over. It was like a 40-foot fall, and now I'm freezing, and I need a place to stay. I just arrived tonight.
Amanda, would you get him our new friend a blanket?
She comes in with the stew first, and she's pissed. And even in your delirium of like, don't have any idea, you might pick up on a couple cues, but then again, maybe you won't. And he's all, oh, thank you. You're very kind. You're very kind.
Definitely tonight, I'm in my cups.
Nice. And so he gets the stew and he starts slopping it up, and he has money, so he'll pay you and then pays you for the room as well. And he's all, oh, it's been a long time since I've been back to Shantytown. I was wondering, I'm looking for a gentleman, and I was wondering maybe if you might point me in the right direction. I have a business to attend with him. His name is Ivandar.
Well, that's all fine, but I don't believe we've had our introductions, you and I.
Oh.
Who may you be?
My name is Maxwell, but my friends call me Sharky.
Sharky, that's apropos, because you're in a ship, and that's just all funny.
Well, the reason they call me Sharky is because
Amanda, could you get Sharky some of our special water to swim in?
Stomp, 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 stomp.
Big old mug.
And he looks, well, you know why they call me Sharky?
Oh, well, do tell.
And it's this humongous punch dagger made from a shark's tooth. I got this myself. And then he starts going into a long-winded tale of wrestling a great white shark, a megalithic monster, blah, 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 pulled the tooth right out. I mean, he just starts going on. It's like 10 minutes worth of just babble.
Well, that sounds fantastical, and that's deserving for one of our better rooms. Not just the hovel Amanda was going to put you in. Brad, you don't mind giving up your room, do you?
Yeah. Your room is actually not here. You actually go back to the lumber yard. And it's Mr. Johnson's lumber yard, and you actually sleep. He has it's not a barn really, but it's where he holds a lot of his equipment and stuff like that. But you have a nice little studio attic up there that you tricked out pretty good, and you sleep there, and that's where you sleep.
Okay. I actually glossed over what he was even saying. I'm interested in just
nice.
He's wet. He needs a place to sleep. I don't know who.
So after he finishes his tale, of course, then he goes back to the subject at hand of. Any chance you know of this Ivandar? And where I can conduct my business?
That's a strange name. Ivandar?
Ivandar. What is your name?
Oh, I'm Vance Todd Gift, but you just call me Brother Vance Todd.
Give me a sense motive check.
15.
When you said your name, I'm Vance Todd, you saw something. And that was it, real brief. And then he goes back, okay, well, I'm feeling warm, feeling full and stuff. It's been great talking with you all. I'm going to go ahead and turn in for the evening there. Thank you for your accommodations, Vance Todd.
Second door on the left, upstairs, privy. Third door on the left, it's a bit foul, so just plug your nose when you're going in. And don't step into the left. There's a bucket. It's usually full.
So as you flip-flop into different behavior, he's like a little egg, but he's walking away looking at you, and he stomps back upstairs. A little bit of water. He's drying off slowly, but he goes up there and then goes to bed. What would you like to do? Amanda's like looking at you.
I don't care about Amanda.
All right, well, how late do you stay up, gentlemen?
Maybe one or two.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Ribeye Roundhouse. I keep forgetting his name. Ribeye Roundhouse wants to turn in.
And Ribeye Roundhouse, who is that? Can you explain?
He is our barkeep.
Oh, nice.
He's our manager of the tavern.
Okay.
And of course, Teacup needs to get back and rejuvenate with some hydration.
Okay, so he stomps off
So
and
he
leaves.
goes down into the water.
All right, and get ready to close up. Sounds good. And what are you doing? You're going to stay there all night?
No, I'll head out.
All right. So you stomp out, and then you realize you go into this awesome pirate city with bridges or ships like as buildings and stuff.
Right.
It's beautiful. They have street lamps everywhere that light up, and it's. You love this place. The shanty town is amazing. So you're going across the bridges, and they can hold your weight. And you go across the bridges. Every once in a while, you just stop and look, and you look down. 40 feet below. You can see
Right.
the water, and sometimes ships will go by, and it's just a really incredible little pirate town. But it's not a pirate town that's violent. It's almost like in Pirates of the Caribbean. What's pirate town in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Tortuga.
Boom, like that. You know what I mean? So it's like it's not just like totally violent and like that. You know what I mean? It's just they're pirates. They like to have a good time. So you walk across some bridges and you're heading back to the lumber yard, and you come across one. It's a casino actually, and the door like actually blows open right near you, so you have to actually stop up. And two people come out, citizens of the shanty town, and one obviously looks piratey, and he's got his arm around a maiden, and they're like, "Ah!" They look up. Oh, he's like, "Oh, hey, Brax, how you doing there?" And he's like, "Sorry, didn't mean to bump into you there." And then the woman's like, "Hi, Brax," and they go and they walk down. But you look at them, and they're heading down the bridge, heading off to wherever they're going. But they're arm in arm, and they're a couple. They have love.
Right.
So then you look into the casino, and you can see activity and stuff. But with the light behind you, you can actually see your own reflection. And then you realize what you are. You're a half
Right.
ogre. And now you're wondering every once in a while, this thought comes up too, is there anyone for you?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, you're
Jeez.
well,
A love interest.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you're unique. You've never seen your kind before, so you're absolutely unique. So you come across another one of those moments, and then head over to the lumber yard to turn in for the evening. You go up, like I said, you have your own little flat up there, and you lay your head down and go to bed. You end up closing your inn, go to bed, and then the rooster crows in the morning. And you wake up in the morning after a good night's sleep, come down from your little studio up there, climb down the ladder there, and there's Mr. Johnson, and he's ready for a good hard day's of work, of course. And he's all, "Hey, Brax, we're gonna need to head a little deeper in this time here, and we're gonna have to do a little extra lugging today. I hope you're okay with that." I figured as much. And then give me a perception check real quick.
I'm bored. Pretty much no possible. Well, no. 15.
15's good enough, actually. You see, actually, and all of a sudden you're at alert because something's actually creeping up behind you and about to get you. What do you do?
Turn around, smash the shit out of it.
You bring back your fist and stop in time. It's actually one of Mr. Johnson's little boys coming up to scare you. And he's like, and you're like, ah! And you're like, Mr. Johnson's like, whoa! And he's like,
Sorry.
and then the kid runs back, and then he's got his little brother there too. He's even younger than him. They're like, we got you! And then they run out of the barn there, and they're sitting in the door, doing that whole thing. You can't get us. You can't get us. You can't get us. And then Mr. Johnson looks at you and goes, "Breakfast will be served when you round them up," because this is kind of your routine in the morning. The boys
So I
want to
play with the kids.
Yeah. So they take off. So if you want to go try to chase them down, you can.
Yep.
All right, so here, so you can see the scene, the ogre going around and chasing the kids around and all that stuff. And give me another perception check. I want to see how well you find these children because they're playing hide and seek.
27.
It wasn't that you found one. You know where one is, but you're kind of doing the "where could he be" thing, you know, and playing along. But then when you look down, is this this lumber yard is actually on the coast. But it's a little deeper. So the city's here, it's like off to the side here, but it is actually against the water. And you look and you see one of the kids right at the edge of the water just standing perfectly still. And it doesn't look right.
Okay, I'm booking over there.
You run up, and the kid's standing there and he's looking down, and on the beach is a body. And you look and you immediately recognize the body as Ivandar.
Oh.
Washed ashore.